Yo, Smell from HollaDirectTV, HollaDirect Apparel. What are you working on? I'll show y'all what we working on. For the third time, right? I want to talk about the Sawgrass and the ink hack. Because a lot of people been saying, oh, well, how do we know that it works with Print Manager? If you put the aftermarket inks in there, I'm getting ready to show you how. So these 3 cartridges right here, the clear ones, I bought aftermarket. Now the thing is, if you don't have those chips from China, these chips right here that you manipulate, you use the chips to manipulate the printer into thinking that you're using Sawgrass ink. Because Sawgrass wants you to use their ink, and these things are like $75 per color. We don't want to do that. I found a way around it. I got all 4 ink cartridges for $69, I believe I paid on Amazon, and I'll put the link below. Alright, so now the trick with this is when you get your ink, you want to leave at least one of these Sawgrass ink cartridges in here to fool the printer into thinking that it's using all Sawgrass ink. You want to leave at least one of those in there. So let's go ahead and close it. And it's not gonna ask anything about the warranty. It's not gonna tell you it's using non-Sawgrass ink. This printer thinks that we're using Sawgrass ink. I'm not gonna edit this. Bring it right over here. Working on a little mask here. Bandana mask. I'm gonna release that clipping mask. And I'm gonna print this right before your eyes, because people wanna know if it prints or not. And it does. And it prints out just fine. And you're getting ready to see that. Let's open up Print Manager. Print Manager's open up right now. That's how I print. I'll mirror that. This is for everybody that wants to know if it's gonna print. Yes, it's gonna print. The thing is, just leave that black ink from Sawgrass in there, all right? And you can just pretty much alternate between the colors, but make sure you always have at least one Sawgrass ink, and you good. And that's gonna pop as soon as it gets onto a mask. Matter of fact, today I got time, cause we gonna print a mask. All right, so let me throw this disclaimer in here for you guys real quick. For some of y'all, for those of you that don't want to pay for even one of these cartridges, there's alternatives. Like I said, you can get the chipset off of eBay or Amazon. It's gonna take a while. Mine still ain't get here. I found the way around it. My way around it is to use 3 of these and 1 Sawgrass. Some of y'all might not want to do that. There's other 4-piece cartridge sets available for you on Amazon as well as eBay. Check the reviews on them. I don't know which ones work and which ones don't. There's other videos on YouTube, but there's not very many. So just keep that in mind before you come at me under my comments about what I'm not telling you. I'm telling you everything you need to know. Look, I just showed you what I did. You could do the same thing. Or you could do it a little bit differently if you choose to. That's on you. I'm showing you a way to save hundreds of dollars on ink, and these are refillable. Aftermarket Sawgrass replacement ink, $69 right here versus $69 per cartridge. And that's just 3 colors. Your black one right there. We know what to do here. I call this the finesse for less, beloved. Let's get into some sublimation. All right, so boom, we just turned the heat press on. And I want to get this to 400 degrees. And then I'm going to up this timer right here to 40 seconds. Heavy pressure. Make sure you got heavy pressure so you get all that opacity into your sublimation design. All right, so boom, I'm at 400 degrees. Well, I was at 400 degrees. The temperature just dropped like about 2 degrees. Whatever. Got my mask here, polyester on this side. cotton on that side. We want to sublimate onto the polyester side. And I went ahead and snipped both sides of this design because we're gonna need to go ahead and mask off the strings so we don't get ink onto them when we apply this. But the first thing I want to do, I want to get a sheet of butcher paper under here so we don't get any ink onto our Teflon sheet. All right, so I got my sheet of transfer paper up underneath there. It's regular screen print transfer paper. I said butcher paper, my bad. But yeah, I got my strings masked off and I got our design centered on there. Lastly, you want to cover that with some parchment paper. Let me double check that. It's hot, be careful. Alright, so we got our face mask done. That's alright, came out decent. Sublimation 101. Alright, so after you press your mask, you're gonna have a lot of paper that you can no longer really use. The other half to that sheet, I just went ahead and clipped that. I could save that for another little something. This is gonna go in the trash. I actually could recycle this. I could go ahead and recycle that. This we could go ahead and give to somebody in Compton or Soundview or something like that. But yeah, man, Smell from HollaDirectTV, HollaDirect Apparel. Like and subscribe, share the video. I'll see y'all next week.